Well, hey everybody, it's Tom here. Welcome to my frigid shop. As I'm filming this, it is middle of December. We've got snow on the ground, light flurries all day, and it's like 24 degrees Fahrenheit. And for you Celsius guys, I think that's what, about 5 or 6 degrees Celsius negative. So, got the wood stove going. Shop should be warmed up pretty soon. Figured we'll go ahead and start getting more stuff knocked out for the horizontal boring mill. What was it, last summer or so you saw me make this big arbor for the was that 5-inch face mill, if I remember right? Yeah. So what I did is I picked up one of these smaller face mills. This is 1 3/4. This is made in Germany, so it's should be a little better quality. Also, inserts from Germany. These are the round inserts or the button inserts. I figured I'd give these a try because, you know, you got more surface area on these, and if you're just hogging material, you know, that will come in handy. So. Plus, I need a small one, you know, trying to get into spots where this big one just won't work. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to build another arbor. You know, we got some lathe work, some mill work. Wasn't sure if I should film this or not, but I do have a lot of new subscribers to the channel, so welcome you guys. I figured, you know, you might want to see this content if you don't want to roll back and find the video on me making this one. So I got a piece of 2 3/8 mystery steel here. Should work out fine. So let's go over to the lathe, get set up and get started. What do you say? We are over here at the Monarch, all set up. So we're going to do a jump around. Going to go ahead and get this thing roughed out over here at the Monarch. Take it over to the jet and turn the Morse 5 taper, and then we'll take that, put it in the headstock of the Enco because it's a Morse 5 taper, and then we can turn what we need to turn concentric. You say, Tom, why are you doing all this? Well, the jet lathe, I have to run a 30 horsepower rotary phase converter. I've got a 10 horsepower rotary phase converter for the rest of my machines. They're not power hogs. So it's cheaper to do it over here at the Monarch to start off with, and I have to take it over to the jet because I don't have enough compound travel to cut the long Morse taper number 5. So that's why. Going to take the OD down till it cleans up. Since I'm not dripping that much on the jaws, we're not taking too deep of a cut here. You can hear when I'm hitting the pitting there. No, we got the majority of it, but when we cut this taper, we're going to be removing all this anyway, so I'm not going to take it any farther down. This area here, it's only going to be about 3/4 of an inch. It'll be this actual diameter here. So we got one little booger right there, but that'll come off when we turn the end down anyways. So all right, let's get set up and we'll just chew this down to the major diameter of an MT5. Well, waiting for this part to cool so we can take our final dimension, because she is smoking hot. Chaos has informed me I need to do my duties here. Okay, all right, buddy, ready? Having a good time on this cold afternoon. Got the wood stove going, got the fan blowing. Mike's probably picking it up. But it's getting nice and warm in here. It's been running for about 2 hours as I've been machining. All right, I'm throwing it over there. Say hey to everybody on YouTube. Set up in the jet lathe, just turning down the tang part right now. I just took a measurement. We got 44 thou to take off. And we should be at our tang dimension. Alright, cool. It'll take a little while, but we're just going to chew it down. Not worried about being fed nice and smooth. This is basically just taking roughing cuts. Not sure if I mentioned earlier, but I already had the compound set up for MT5 taper, so that's why I didn't show setting it up. Well, by my calculations, this should be our last pass. Taking what, 6.5 thou off. I'm gonna try to feed it nice and slow and consistent. We'll see how that goes, because obviously we got what, over 5 inches of travel. Swap the insert around so the tip is fresh. So let's see what we can do. Alright, that's it. Ooh, that was long. Ran a little Scotch-Brite over it. So, doesn't feel too bad. And the Scotch-Brite kind of dulled it. Obviously it's not a ground surface, it'd be a lot nicer. I do have a 6-to-5 Morse taper sleeve, but because we haven't fully finished the tang and haven't cut it, it's probably not going to go on. It's probably going to bottom out in the, yeah, so I figured bottom out where the tang is held. So, but like I said, we should be there with our measurements. We're at our minor diameter right here. So, guess we'll take her out and put her over the Inco, and we'll finish the rest of the operations. Got the chuck off. Get this cleaned up. Let's see how we did. So I'm going to do a little bluing here. A little dab will do you. And if you a little is better than a lot. And that may be too much. We'll see. Hi, Chaos. I've been busy doing this, and he's like, Daddy, you ain't been playing with me now. Come on. Still a little heavy right there. I can spread out. There we go. Looks pretty uniform. Well, it locks in pretty good. Of course, let me give it a tappy tappy, see if I can get it out. Okay. Well, we didn't do too good on this taper. Looks like all she's doing is grabbing up through here. Kind of sucks. Seeing that nothing changed on the compound, and the other one, that first one we cut, was way better. I keep putting in just a smidgen too much. So looks like it's mainly contacting at this last inch or so, roughly. I mean, consistently all the way around. I guess that's good, but I don't know why this is not locking in too. Oh well, I guess we're just gonna have to run with it. Alright, let's finish the turning. Well, got me a hockey puck, so I just took this over to the bandsaw and cut it off because it was easier. This lathe doesn't like to part, especially that much material. And then I failed to mention to you guys, the taper bore only goes in about 3.5 inches or so, maybe 4. So we wouldn't get contact in this area anyways. It's only going to contact, roughly here. So still doesn't make me feel any better that we mainly just have it gripping up in this area here, but oh, I think it'll work fine for the boring mill, seeing that the taper on that boring mill is pretty shot anyways. So alright, now let's get to turning. Just finished chewing down to get this diameter that I want and to get this length here. Now we need to turn down roughly 800 thou, and then we got to go all the way down to 867 thou, so we have a shoulder. So we've got quite a bit of material to chew off in this small lathe. And the chips don't want to break, they want to be stringy. Doesn't help matters. Got a pretty aggressive feed. On a number here. Changed inserts. Seems to cut a little bit better, manage the chips. Want to break. This should be our last pass to get us on dimension. Down there, out of there. In the way, break that edge and see if the face mill is going to fit. Oh, she wants to go. Maybe. Let me see what the mic says. Well, we were 2 thou large, so there goes my surface finish. Taking a 1 thou skin pass here. Well, actually it's not too bad. That real sharp nose radius on that piece of carbide there for 1018. Actually, yeah, not too bad. See if she'll fit now. There you go. Sweet. All right, real good fit. All right, not sure if I like this being a little bit larger or, you know, on size with this diameter. I mean, it's okay. Doesn't look too bad, I guess. Guess we can leave it. All right. So break a couple edges, and then we got to drill and tap a hole here to retain this baby. Letter U drill bit, tap size for 7/16/14. Let me see if I can do this with you guys right there. Good old Hangsterfors. Difficult with you right there, sorry. Yeah, that's why. You guys can see that. That's not much of a hole there, is it? Let me see if I got a better tap. Alright, let's try this again. It's a Butterfield. The other one was a good name brand too. It just didn't have a good hole to support it. Alright, well, I'll get this tapped because all you're going to see is my hands, it looks like. So I'll bring you back and we got us a tapped hole. Alright, we're tapped. So I think all the lathe work's done. We'll get her out, get over to the milling machine. We'll cut the taper and then we'll have to cut the slots for the dogs too. Making the drive dogs now. Gotta take this piece of, I don't know, you almost want to call it key stock down about 17 thou. We are set up over here at the Excello mill. Cut the slots for the drive dogs. Now when I took this out of the Inco lathe, I don't know how well you guys can see that, but we got a lot more engagement than I initially thought, because you can see the dirt and grime comes all the way over to here that was in that spindle bore. So that's like 2 inches of engagement at least. So that's even better. Makes me a lot happier. So we're just going to chew this out. Shooting for 400 thou. Just broke the edges. This is just an arbitrary number. Let's see how we're doing. I can hold it. Looks like we might have overshot her by 2 thousandths. Alright, I'll take that. That's not a problem, especially for this project. So, alright, now what we need to do is just open this thing up a little bit so the key will fit in. see if she fits. Oh, she's tight. Thought I had an extra thou or two, but it's like we're going to have to take a smidgen more off. See, I got the dog in. Just took it over to the belt sander. Just sanded a radius right there, and then cut her off over there at the bandsaw. So nothing special. Didn't bother filming that. Got her in. We got a good fit. So going to use 1032 cap screws. I'm going to drill the clearance hole through the dog, and then we'll drill and tap for 1032 into the arbor itself. See if I can get this tap for you guys here. Of course, probably all you're going to see are hands, so apologize. Move over a little bit more, get away from that chuck. Well, you guys get the idea. Just tapping a hole. Alright, let's see if that's enough for the countersink. It should be. Oh yeah. Alright. Trying to do this in real time. Okay, dokie. Looks like we got us a home run there. I think you guys can see that pretty well. Sweet. I'll just get this flipped over. I'll do the other one off camera, and then once that's done, I'll get set up to cut the tapered end over here. So I'll bring you guys back for that. So I'm just gonna whittle away. It's gonna be a little boring, but here's my setup. So I got it held to a 5C collet block and a 5C collet on that, I don't even want to call it a stub shaft. Wasn't much to grip on if I just had it in the vise itself. And then got a toe clamp on her too. So far so good. Of course, you know, we're going towards the vise. Hopefully it won't move on me when we come in here and then, you know, mill this way. And we'll try to pull it out of the vise, but hopefully it won't go anywhere. And I can get this tang cut and it'll be uneventful. You guys see that? So we are done on this side. And pardon the camera work here. Let me turn you down. Eagle eyes will notice I got a different corn cob in there. So we almost made it. So let's say a prayer for the nice fine rougher carbide here. I don't know if it's going to pick it up or not. You can see in there there's no cutting edges. So I've used it a lot, so can't complain. Now the bottom is still pretty good, so I guess technically I could probably do some side milling that's 1/2 inch thick or so, or maybe some plunge cutting, but for the most part this one's going to go in the scrap pile. Let's see where we're at. We should be about there. Knock the burrs off. Still a little warm, but alright, I was shooting for 550 and we're about 572. So I'll skim a little bit off each side and tang will be done. Alright, we are on the home stretch. So tang is done. Had to take it over to the belt sander and kiss it a little bit right there. The camera's picking it up. Not sure if the drive back here for the tang on this quill is actually centered or not. I'm not sure. So we'll get her in there and then mark it so we can cut the retaining key. Since my taper is pretty bad, it's in sad shape, it's on the list of things. Eventually we're gonna have to do something with it, but at least the taper lock key will keep this thing from coming out. Alright, so let's go over there and drill and mill this slot out. Just finished milling out the slot. I think we're good. Moved over about 20 thou each side, since that's under half an inch. So looks like that'll do. Let me get it out, deburr it, and we'll go over there and check it out. Right. Get this thing installed. And of course it moved on me. There you go. Wiggled around and get that taper lock key in there. And it ain't going anywhere. All right, sweet. I think we've got us a winner. Unfortunately, I don't have any projects for it right now, but when I do, you know, we can showcase it and see how well it works or how well it doesn't work. And again, so this is German made, Hartwanne, and there's the part number. So this is a 2-inch face mill, and then it came with the inserts here. You guys can read that. There's the back of it. So Sweet. Hope you guys enjoyed the project. I've got many more to build. A couple more arbors probably. I've got the long boring bars to build. You know, basically drilling holes. You know, rotate at 90. Drill another hole. Tap that for a thread, and then the first holes that we drilled, I'll probably broach them all about 1/2 inch so I can run 1/2 inch tooling, high-speed steel, you know, whatnot like that. So I may record that, I'm not sure. If you guys are interested in that stuff, let me know down below in the comments. I appreciate it. And this may be the last video before Christmas, so if it is, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Hope you guys have a great time with friends and family over the holiday season. And if this is the last video, then I'll see you in 2025. All right. Okay, see you guys.